You mentioned the Joker. How did that come about?
Dude, my agent at the time, DC Wade, is a great guy. He just was submitting comics to Todd Phillips, and then he said, Todd loves you. So I was like, all right. You know that thing in your head, you're like, all right, dude, Todd Phillips likes me. You're like, whatever. I thought he was fucking with me. And then one day Todd Phillips just called me on the phone, and I was like, is this like a prank? And then he's just like, oh man, I really like your comedy because you're not like, he's like, you're not like one of those like pussies who's who's like, you know, I think he just meant I wasn't like a UCB kind of like, and that's when I was molested, and I'm in like a turtleneck and like a TED Talk thing, you know. I don't. Although, you know, I think he just didn't like. I don't know. So he was really encouraging, and he said, "I want you in the movie," and I was just like, "What?" So I didn't even tell anyone I was in the movie because I was like, "Well, surely they're gonna cut my scene. Why would they keep a stand-up just telling jokes?" You know. So then I'm we shot at Dangerfields on 60th Street, and he was just like, yeah, do jokes, just do it. And there's a real crowd. So I was like, all right, how many jokes? I did. It was like, you barely see me in the movie. You hear the whole joke. But he also says, Chris Redd goes on after me and he goes, one more time for Sam Morril. And he kept that in the movie for some reason. There's no reason for it's just Todd being cool. It's the only reason to keep it in there. So then they follow Joaquin Phoenix walking into the room. So I was like, all right. And then I had to just keep telling jokes, but I didn't want to tell the same joke because I didn't want them to fake laugh. You know, I'm more of a comic than an actor. You know, so
did you have like one in mind? You were like, all right, this is like my best joke. Or
I did like 20 jokes. We kept taking it. It was like a long, maybe more. You know, I did so many jokes. I wrote out. He said just make sure it would work in like the 80s because the movie takes place in the 80s. So you know, you cut iPhone jokes and stuff like that. But yeah, it was like Joaquin following me on stage, and Chris Redd is the host from SNL. So Chris was fucking. You know, he's a great dude and he's like so fun to spend the whole day with, but he's just getting so mad at me, because he's like, you get to show off and do bits. My only line is one more time for Sam Morril. So people are coming on stage like Todd Phillips, like, you're killing it, man. You're fucking killing it. And there's like at one point where Joaquin Phoenix comes out and he's like, man, I really love your jokes. And Todd is like, he writes all day. Like the way you act, he writes. Like he's and I just see Chris Redd like, you fucking dick. You fucking So it's such a nice moment. You know, Joaquin Phoenix was so friendly and I've heard stories like about, so I didn't say shit to him. I was like, oh, I bet he's like one of those method actors, and he's like, no, he's just hanging out.
Really?
Cool.
Yeah, he didn't mail you like dildos or whatever. Like, that's what Jared Leto did. Jared Leto did, and
he's doing it to like. I heard that Jared Leto was doing it to like Viola Davis. She's like, no, I'm like a real actor.
Yeah, I don't play this shit, man.
Here's a pig's head. Like,
I don't like.
I'll just pretend for a little bit.
I don't like the actors where it's like, no, just fucking act.
Yes.
It's your job.
Right. I actually think less of you if you need to like go like for months to like get into characters. Like, shouldn't you be able to just cry, be funny, be dramatic? That's your acting.
I forgot what movie it was. There's a movie where Marlon Brando plays a war veteran who's paralyzed, and he's just in a hospital. And they said he actually stayed in the hospital for like 30 days to prepare for the role, so he could be really cranky. And it's like, how about giving that bed to someone who needs it in the fucking hospital? Like, they're like, sorry, we don't have any rooms available. Marlon Brando,
busy,
he's prepping. So.
I talk about it all the time where Daniel Day-Lewis did that, where like he just went and became like a carpenter for like 7 years.
How about his family? He's like kids.
He told his kids that he's a carpenter. Like, it's like, no, dude, like your kids are rich. Like, buy them nice things and fucking don't be like, yeah, we make minimum wage.
Stop making a birdhouse in the garage.
Yeah. Dad's got to go build a fucking garage. Like,
you listen to your father, Abraham Lincoln. He's. Yeah, he really. I mean, yeah, I love Daniel Day-Lewis, but there's also that part. There's also that party where you're like, yeah, you're good enough to just do this.
Right, on command. That's
Anthony Hopkins said, he was like, I hate method actors. I act and I go home and I live my life.
And also you can probably, like, I get if you're doing like an accent and you want to stay in that accent for like the shoot, you know, because maybe it's confusing or something. But like if you can be a human in that accent.
Yeah. You never hear like Tom Hanks didn't go into method acting to be fucking Mr. Rogers. It's only for like assholes. It's like,
that's hilarious.
Right? Like, it's only fucking assholes where it's like, yeah, no, like I mailed Viola Davis a dildo.
It's also never a shitty movie. It's never like Rob Schneider had to become a European gigolo.